Hey everyone! Last time I promised you guys that I would share with you some tips so you can help yourself if you suffer from some form of depression, but I do want to highlight this stuff is not substitution if you actually need professional help, but it's definitely beneficial alongside it. I am going to group the first three together since I did cover them a little bit last week. They are diet, exercise, and plentiful sleep. Our mood is partly affected by our brain is affected by our chemicals, and our chemicals and hormones are affected by the nutrition we get. Therefore, getting the right nutrition through the right diet is essential to having a healthy mood. Exercise releases endorphins, which are chemicals that make you feel really good. Think of the runner's high feeling. And exercise can just be a walk in the woods. In fact, walking in a natural setting with plants will quiet your brain. fMRI scans, which are machines that take pictures of the active parts of your brain, show that the brain is almost dark during these walks. And that means that very little of it is really active and it kind of gives your brain a rest. We don't know a lot of the whys surrounding sleep, but we do know that it's very important in maintaining mental health. Reducing stress also reduces depression. Obvious, I know, but many people fail to put it into practice. Yes, there are definitely things that are outside of your control or too big to simply reduce. But there are things in your control that are also really easy to take care of. Sometimes there are things that we put focus on that are neither important nor urgent. Refocusing ourselves to the urgent, important things is another way to reduce stress. Also, asking for help is a great combatant in reducing stress. Number 5. Set realistic goals. When people are depressed, they tend to think of things that are outside of their control, or things they feel they can't do. So setting small goals you think you can do first, and working your way up to the big ones is a really good way to reduce depression. It's also a good way to increase motivation. Along the same lines, educate yourself. Teach yourself a new skill. This is effective because it works on self-esteem. It can also help you develop flow, a concept I'll go over in a future video. But all you need to know for now is that it'll help make you happy. Number 7. Spend time with people. We're social creatures by nature, even introverts. People tend to keep our minds off of whatever caused our sadness in the first place, and they can even motivate us to do the things we don't feel like doing when we need to. Speaking of people, be altruistic. Helping others has been shown to improve our own feelings. You don't have to do anything too grandiose or complicated. Something as simple as opening a door for somebody, or cooking for a loved one, can be a good mood booster. I mentioned cognitive behavioral therapy in my last video as a professional treatment, but the really cool thing about it is that you can easily teach yourself how to do it. Doing a quick search on self-help CBT can bring you up plenty of videos or text tutorials on doing it yourself. There's even a For Dummies book to teach you. It's an extremely effective method. Number 10 is nature. Walking in the woods has a lot of health benefits, but simply being around greenery is good for us. Keep plants in your home. Having plants in your house has been shown to improve mood. Number 11. Simply do things that you enjoy. Force yourself to start playing your guitar or writing that book. It's a good way to combat depression. Meditation. There are various forms, but most focus on either eliminating thought processes or simply being mindful of what's going on. Box breathing is a pretty straightforward technique if you are wanting to learn one. Gratitude. Say thank you to life. I've done several things in this area that have significantly improved my own life. For one, anytime I get a letter from a lover or a friend, I put it in an old shoebox. If I feel down, I have something to remind me of something positive. Fun fact, according to research, when we're sad, we actually have a harder time remembering happy memories, and vice versa. I think that my box actually gives me the ability to bring back those memories when I can't retrieve them. Also, I have a calendar that I write in daily on one positive thing that happened to me that day. Even if I'm sad, and even if it's something small. You know how you can know something, but not know something? Well, this really helps you know that even bad days have good parts. Appreciation. It's the same as above, but it's communicated between people. The last one. Do it even if you don't feel like it. This is really hard, I know, but you can do it. Have you ever done homework, exercise, or your job when you didn't feel like it? Well, that's evidence right there that you can do things even if you don't feel like or want to. You know which one of these tips will work best for you, so focus on them, and on days when you don't feel like it, do it anyway. You got this. Some of you may have looked at this video and had hope for some ways to help someone else and not yourself. The best advice I have for that situation is to invite them to do one of those things with you. Try to cater to their interests. Alright, I've given you 15 items to help you on your way to combating depression and sadness. Hopefully you can develop 1 or 2 habits from that list. I think I've made a pretty inclusive list, but if you think of any more, please put them in the comments. If I get enough, I'll make another video. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for being you.